Hey folks, James here with Florida CopWatch out here in Marion County. I was at the City Council meeting today. They were discussing the saggy pants law they passed a couple weeks ago. It's kind of hit national news and people's been back and forth with it. Some people like it, some people don't. So I went to the council meeting to voice my opinion and see everybody else's opinion and see really how many people were really for this law and who was against this law. Basically, the law is if you have your pants 2 inches below your natural waistline, you can get a $500 fine or even 6 months in the county jail. So here's some videos. Remember to like and share the video.
The purpose is to promote, protect, and improve the health and safety and welfare, to promote good morals and hygiene. But is that all the intent is? In my opinion, the intent is to profile individuals that sag their pants so that it can be Terry frisked by the police as an option to get off the streets. This ordinance is geared towards men who sag, women, older people, plumbers, anyone who may sag. I'm actually sagging right now because I'm wearing a shirt. You can't tell. My underwear is not showing, so I would not be violating the ordinance. Newspapers show pics of black men devil washing their cars. It's a cultural thing that these men are able to do. But let me ask you a question. This ordinance is geared towards saggy pants. What about women that wear yoga pants that show the form of their vagina? Shows their buttocks. The gluteal cleft, as is shown in the ordinance. Are our police officers medically ordained to be able to tell the difference between the butt crack, as Wikipedia shows is your gluteal cleft? So basically what you guys are doing is taking freedom of expression, speech, the right to petition away from us as civilians and citizens. I could understand if there was indecent exposure as showing your genitals, but you're not. That's just the easy truth to it. So by doing that, you're actually enforcing something that is not right. And a lot of the smaller cities may have the ability to do this, but is the city of Ocala ready to take this all the way to the Supreme Court? It's been thousands and thousands, if not millions of dollars, because I'll do it. I'll take you. I'll go out there and sag my pants. Just so I can go.
Ask you to wrap up.
Okay. I do appreciate the time that you've given us, but I'm totally against it. And I just don't understand how you could do this to us. Thank you.
James?
Out of their pen with no rage, no fire, with no smoke or no heat, no weed, no plant from no seed, no locks, no doors, no key was ever made that ain't opened something before. There's no song with no music or no words, no decision made, no vision with no word, no friend, no God, no law, no guns, no bullets, no justice at all, no jails, no cops, and no cell, no life.
Come home and see that a law such as this has been passed that will absolutely affect individuals in my age range as a 20-year-old. I am appalled. Today I ask that each of you reconsider this decision and think about the economic hardship that may be brought to a low-income family whose 13-year-old son may be assessed this $500 fine. Think about the working father whose children may suffer because he is in jail for sagging his pants. Think about the red light runner who deserves more of a penalty than the saggy pantser. Think about the careers and educational opportunities that may be in chance of ruin because of this law. And to Councilwoman Rich, I must say, as your constituent in the West Ocala district, I am almost disgusted that you would take such an attack on your own community. It is not about black or white, it is about what is right. This law negatively affects the individuals in my age group as well as many others, as we have heard. So I want to ask you, does me sagging my pants mean that I'm not professional? That I'm not a 3.7 GPA student? That I'm not work for our U.S. Senator on Capitol Hill in the District of Columbia? Does you not having a college degree mean you can't sit on this council? No. So I ask that you will reconsider this for the sake of your community. I've spoken at your church and have known you very well, Ms. Rich. And I will ask that you will reconsider and bring this before this council, because this law is egregious and we will fight it as far as we have to. Thank you.
Get your hands down by your knees.
Mr. President, am I allowed to respond to Mr. Rich's comment?
No.
I would just like a response, since this is to my personal character and my development,
Well,
if you would afford.
From my standpoint, I think we need to lower the tone of voice when we're speaking to Mrs. Rich.
Okay.
Forget the council citizen thing. I think we need to show her the respect that she deserves for her years of service. Quickly, because your time's up.
Thank you. Well, I would just say to Ms. Rich, as it was said earlier, my upbringing was by my parents. My dad is back there. It's their job to parent me, not the city's. And I'm disgusted that you would make that reference to my character and my development as if I'm the textbook for this community.
We're not going to go with the disgusted.
Pants issue, it's not just an Ocala issue, it's state and national. Recently, Florida House of Representatives Gary Siplin introduced and it passed a similar statute at the state level. The Florida State Conference of the NAACP opposed Mr. Representative Siplin's bill. Today, the Marion County branch of the NAACP would like to go on record opposing the City Council ordinance on saggy pants. Additionally, the branch is requesting the council to please revisit the ordinance and to retract it. Information from the community coming to the NAACP echoes that the cure for this problem should not be.
I apologize. I need to ask you to wrap up if you could. Yes, ma'am. Very spirited 2 minutes, but they're about up.
Okay. The saggy pants ordinance run contrary to the belief of a lot of people in the Ocala and Marion County area. On behalf of the Marion County branch of the NAACP, our entire membership, thanks for your time, and we implore you to please give deep, thoughtful reconsideration of this ordinance.
Members, staff, I'm Reginald Willis Sr. and First Vice President of the Marion County branch of NAACP. I reside at 706 Southwest 9th Avenue. I too stand in direct opposition of this ordinance that has been passed in the last couple of weeks. I find it unconscionable that city government would place itself in the business of and the authority as the fashion police for the city of Ocala. Moreover, I think that law enforcement has much more important matters to tend to rather than to chase our young citizens around because they're 2-3 inches below the waistline. Ms. Rich, I too was raised by good, decent parents, a father and a mother. They taught me to keep my pants up. However, I do know that in my lifetime of having traveled the world, and I'm a Desert Storm, Desert Shield veteran, that everyone does not act in the manner that my father and my mother raised me. However, that does not give me the right nor the authority to attempt to criminalize them because their demographic allows them to or causes them to act in a different manner. So, and I want to speed up this matter pretty.
I'm the legal director of the Legal Advocacy Center of Central Florida, located at 1610 Southeast 36th Avenue in Ocala. I came today to lend our support to the concerns expressed by the community and the NAACP on behalf of this ordinance, to oppose it. And basically it criminalizes how pants are worn, which is innocent conduct. And I think I'd be very interested to see the memo that your city attorney did, if I can have a copy of that. Is that privileged? Okay, I'd love to have a copy of that. Basically, the law, and I'm going to say this, gives police officers discretion to engage in stopping and searching individuals in violation of the Fourth Amendment based on a form of racial profiling and can be used to target young men of color in violation of their constitutional rights. The Fourth Amendment, as you all I think know, requires reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, and the last time I checked, wearing clothing as a means of your personal expression was not a crime. This is, it's basically criminalizing innocent conduct, and I think as others pointed out, the ordinance also raises problems with vagueness. I'm not going to go into that. So we hope that you will take all of the concerns raised here today and by our organization seriously and repeal the ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that'll be all the public comment. One thing I did want to address is that, you know, Ms. Rich has always tried to do the best for this community as a whole. And, you know, I support her in that stance because from what I've seen over her 20 years of service, she's done a tremendous job for the entire community, not one segment, but the entire community. And I personally want to thank her for that. And as long as I'm president, we're going to try to show civility when we're up here speaking and try to show respect to each other if we can. Anyway, so we're going to move on from this. And another council member wants to...
FloridaCopWatch.org here with Mr. Brendan. So how do you feel about the outcome of the meeting tonight?
I think the city of Ocala is being extremely stubborn in the efforts to work with the citizens of the Ocala community to reconsider the saggy pants ordinance. As a 20-year-old college student, I'm not an anomaly, nor am I a single person on my own. I know of countless individuals who sag their pants and are still successful and are still striving. It's a fashion trend. It is not a determinant of someone's ability to be successful.
So how do you feel about Councilwoman Rich's attitude and demeanor throughout all comments tonight?
I think Councilwoman Rich has, they say she served 20 years, and I think it might be 364 days too long. I think it's time for her to really reconsider her dedication to the Ocala community and what she's doing on behalf of the citizens of Ocala. She wants to claim that this is a black issue. I am black, and I will stand here and say that this ordinance will affect many more than people of just my racial ethnicity. I think that Councilwoman Rich really needs to think about her actions and decide whether or not her personal opinion should parent the rest of the city of Ocala.
All right, Mr. Brennan, I appreciate your time and your service.